Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Ottoman Empire Kaiserreich, and today we're picking where we left off. So in the last episode we actually got into social liberal and we lost the authoritarian democrat. And so now we unlocked, in the last episode we unlocked this tree. And we can go down, we can reform the Ottoman government. Maybe, which I would like to do. And this... Okay. We can appoint someone here. Let's... I don't know. Let's get this. Commando can't. We can only pick him. Armor expert. Enemy air support. Infantry division. Yeah, we'll put that. Okay. Let's go with bold attack. Good. Okay, we finished that. We can add free trade. We can go here and reform. Daily political power gain. Resistance growth speed. Operative slots. Yeah, this is very useful. And we gain a research slot. Okay. So. What should we do? Let's... We can't, technology is too far away. Here. Can't do that. We can maybe make some tanks. Let's go with light. And research bonus plus 10%. Armor max speed. Minus armor minus reliability max speed. We gain armor but less max speed. Let's go with this. Gain some armor but less max speed. I mean, we're going to use it basically for piercing. There's an all-out war, wow. Portugal joined the Entente. Yeah, commune in war with the Princely Confederation, okay. There's a... Hungary against the Austrian Empire. Okay, we can go with resource excavation too, okay. The Kingdom of Spain is basically lost, right? No? CNTs. CNT is winning here? I don't know. Yeah, they just took... Did they just take... Yeah, they just took Madrid, right? Yeah. Sorry. So. Abdallah ibn Talal al-Rashid breaks ties with the Sublime Porte. The power struggle at the court of Hail in the past few months has led to the fall of our pro-Ottoman allies in the region, making way for a new coalition of individuals who prefer paying lip service to the rhetoric of the Egyptian crown. The Rashidi princes allied to our cause have been forced into exile and have taken their refuge with their Shamari allies in Iraq. Whilst they have little to fear of the regime of Abdallah ibn Talal al-Rashid, due to its inherent instability and limited means, they still pose a sizable threat to our civilian population in eastern Syria and southern Iraq, who are sure to become subject to a new impetus of raiding and border conflicts. Further west, the Hejaz Railway may also come under fire, and sightings of sizable Bedouin hosts watching supply stations on its tracks have already been reported to the authorities in Medina. They are playing with fire. Jabal Shamar becomes free. Jabal Shamar leaves faction. Ooh, that's not very good. Okay. Expansion of the Greek merchant navy. Traditionally led by the Greek population of the Ottoman state, the shipping industry at Western Anatolia and the Aegean Isles is world renowned and has, despite frequent crises prompted by conflict between Turks and Greeks, sadly grown during the interbellum. With a massive economic crisis gripping countries around the globe and the American nation in complete collapse, various shrewd entrepreneurs have smelled a chance at success and have started to buy up various merchant ships from all across the world. Leading the charge on this is the well-known Aristotle Onassis, a native of Izmir who has, together with other Greek families, built up a true shipping imperium on the Aegean coast. As many of these ships sail under flags of other nations, it is questionable whether this will have far-reaching consequences on the Ottoman economy, but the Ottoman banks have nonetheless decided to grant extensive loans for these takeover operations. Let us hope they will employ Turks as well. 10 units of federal convoy is added to the national stockpile. Nepal. We have a lot of infantry. Okay, nice. Let's train some more. Put them here. In Aleppo. No, let's put them actually. That's the stablest city. What's the combat with? 18. What if we were to add some infantry? We'll need a lot. Move. Yeah, that's okay. We leave it at that. Okay. National focus completed. Reform of the Ottoman gendarmerie. After the abolition of the Janissary Corps in the early 19th century, a variety of military organizations were established to ensure order and stability in the provinces of Rumelia and Anatolia. With the proclamation of the Tanzimat reforms in 1839, these organizations were combined into the Jandarma, Ottoman Gendarmerie. Serving with distinction in Rumelia after the 1908 revolution and on the battlefields in Anatolia during Weltkrieg. The Biden rebranded Jandarma Kommandangli. Gendarmerie General Command had proven its worth and was drastically expanded to the various Arab and Kurdish provinces. One of the issues this brought with it, however, and a general complaint from many non-Turkish citizens, was that the gendarmerie, especially in the high positions, almost solely recruited from Turkish citizens and as such couldn't be counted as a non-discriminatory organization. To solve this issue, the HIF has tabled a proposition to revise recruitment standards and to utilize more Arab manpower in the corps. This has led to protests from Turkish nationalists who see this loosening of standards as a liability and potential threat to the security of the Arab alliance should revolts escalate. We need a thorough reform of the gendarme, political power minus 75, minus 75, gaining popularity of social liberalism 3%, education of the gendarme. 30 deputies from Turkish nationalists joined the opposition. 60 deputies from the Arab nationalists joined the coalition. Just appoint some token Arabs and leave the rest as it is. We need 60 deputies. I don't know. Here it is. Chamber of Deputies. Situated in the imperial capital of Constantine, the Chamber of Deputies serves as the lower house in the Ottoman bicameral General Assembly. Deputies sent by all the allies in the empire had this representation from the Gulf of Aden to Aden, and from Cyprus to Baghdad. To create order in this myriad of ethnicities, religious affiliations and languages, deputies have organized in two main power blocks: the centralist HOI4 and the decentralist Liberal Entente. This latter body consists of a multitude of small regional parties with more often than not conflicting opinions, only stuck together to oppose the centralists. I really don't know. Let's not. Let's reform. Okay. And let's put multi-level democracy. This is good. Okay, we have nice education of the gendarme. Throughout the 19th century and the early 20th century, the exact status of the gendarmerie has often changed, with the last decree dating back to 1909, when the organization was put under the authority of the Ministry of War. Recognizing their tremendous success, the corps have massively expanded under the Kemalist regime, but retained its close ties with the military, which made many in their opposition believe that as long as the two remained united, the corps couldn't have an unbiased stance. A proposal put forward in 1935, in which their education would be integrated with the War Academy, was just barely refused, but shows once more the intentions of the OHF to create a monopoly on security and defense loyal to their cause. To solve this potential threat, the Grand Vizier has proposed the gendarmerie to be detached from the Ministry of War, brought under the Ministry of Interior, and their training done separate from the main Ottoman army. Furthermore, he also proposes the creation of academies in Beirut, Baghdad and Aleppo in an attempt to incorporate more Arabs into the corps. Proposal passes. Not a foolish idea. Why not? We lost all our experience, but let's gain more resources. Okay. Maybe we should. Let's import more of that. Steel, okay, nothing. I won't buy more steel. Maybe we should. Let's wait for this to research, and then we'll put a new template for Fund the Ministry of Religious Affairs. Renovation and Restoration Program, which grants consumer goods factories 10% for 30 days. 30 deputies from the Conservatives joined the coalition. Why not? Easy. In 30 days doesn't really mean anything. Okay, good. We can't do that. We can do this equipment. Do this. Let's research this. Research bonus, so nothing, just research. It costs us in just 4 days. That doesn't really mean anything. There we go. Bulgaria is just truce, okay. So they're changing the fall of Rome. Socialists taking over Rome. Yep. Internal Macedonian Revolution Organization declared war on the Serbian Republic. Wow. The IMRO. I think they pretty easily root that out. I don't know. We'll see. The organization of the Vilayet law. Based on the ideas of the Tanzimat reformers during the late 19th century, with special credit to Midhat Pasha, the old Vilayet system was replaced by a system based around Vilayets, Senjaks and Khazars. Immediate issues raised by the minorities that these didn't represent their groups to the fullest. Each of these provincial levels was accompanied by an administrative council to assist the walis and key makams. In practice, however, this solution would do little, as a combination of corruption, incompetence and reliance of the Vilayets on instructions from the capital would lead to a wide array of officials, making them most ineffective. In an attempt to combat the inefficiency and increase the input of regular citizens in the governing of their immediate surroundings, the council on the Vilayet level will be expanded into full regional parliaments, which will serve under the federal government but have the power and ethno-religious diversity required to effectively cater to the issues posed by the Vilayet. Furthermore, the central level will be abolished to avoid unnecessary administrative bloat but may be reinstated in specific vilayates if the provincial assembly deems it necessary. The wali or governor will be democratically elected amongst the people of the vilayet and confirmed in his position by the sultan through irad. Elections for the provincial assembly and the wali will be held every 4 years in between two federal elections. A leap towards the future. Political power plus 100. Gets went elections for the provincial assembly. Good. Okay, let's go. That's a bit bad. That's bad. It's really bad. This is okay. Can do this. Political power. Every Islamic country gains caliph. Opinion. Oh, we can join the Entente or join the Ice Pact. Wow. Let's see this. Enable foreign investment. Oh, civilian factories, infrastructure, production, railway. Really good. Three military factories. Okay, okay. Let's. Ooh, this is really useful. Let's go down this tree. Get ourselves some upgrades. Infiltration, infiltrate army, effectiveness. Put him. And he'll root out the resistances. Oh, no resistances anywhere. Wow. Put both of them there. They should do that nicely. Okay. Give me a point, someone here. We need 100 political power. Okay, military factories. Okay. Italian Republic declared war on the Socialist Republic of Italy. Okay. What do we need? We need artillery support equipment, fighter, close air support. We need close air support. So, where is basic close air support? Put more there. Okay. And then we'll put this as the... Okay, we still need 120 days for this. Okay. Elections for the provincial assembly. Whilst the old administrative councils for the vilayets already had elections, many are in disagreement with the rules imposed on possible candidates. Only males 30 years of age or older who paid a sum of 150 pashtuns in direct yearly taxes and who spoke the Ottomanish language were to be considered for a position and had to be selected by an electoral commission. This commission was made up of the Qaza Muduru, the Qadi, the Mufti, the Imam, Qaza scribes and religious leaders of non-Muslim residents. This would present a list of candidates for the next administrative level, which would remove a third of the candidates before moving it further up to the next administrative level, which would again remove a third. The final list would then be used to select council members who would serve the Wali for 2 years before new elections were to be held. The new system would open elections up to all Ottoman males aged 18 and above, with the age of candidacy at 30. Elected members would then directly serve on the provincial assembly. Some of the more progressive parliament members, however, are requesting that we extend the same rights to women, receiving great opposition from the conservative, who see this as an affront to the Caliph and by extension of all of Islam, supported for once in this by their Christian counterparts. We lose a lot of the change popularity of social conservatism, change popularity of authoritarian democracy. 3 deputies from the Conservatives joined the opposition, 15 deputies from the Independents joined the opposition. We'll just have to make... I mean, it's not that bad, but... Innovation Restoration Program, okay. Massacre in Al-Qurna. The site of the now famous Battle of Al-Qurna, during the initial phase of the Mesopotamian campaign of the Weltkrieg, the eponymous city of Al-Qurna became home to a large community of Syrian refugees and settlers following the war. By relations between the Assyrian settlers and the local, predominantly Madan Arab population have never been warm. Tensions escalated earlier this week as 30 Assyrian settlers were massacred in a raid on their quarter with the destruction of 50 more homes. The Assyrian local government has already declared the action a deed of extreme barbarity and, in addition to demanding support from the Ottoman army to push the Madan further into the marshes, has called up its own local militia forces, the Assyrian levies, who have largely assumed peacekeeping and policing duties in the British-controlled regions of Basra Vilayet. Sent a detachment from Baghdad, ordered the Assyrian levies to stand down. Send a detachment. It's both. Do we want to lose political power or we want to lose popularity? I'd rather you lose political power. Okay, Collins Old Zone. The future of Ottomanism. Ottomanism, or the idea that all citizens identify with a shared Ottoman identity above their regional subgroups such as Turk, Arab, etc., has been one of the most influential ideas within the empire since the early 19th century. Far before the Young Turks took control after the constitutional revolution, the Young Ottomans were a group of reformers in the latter half of the 19th century that attempted to foster this identity, seeing it in the solution to the rise of nationalism amongst their subjects. The idea in practice, however, remained mostly unsuccessful, as the various Christian groups never accepted it as their own, and pan-Islamism turned out to be a far more effective way to keep the Arabs and Kurds in check. The subsequent loss of massive swathes of Ottoman territory, starting in the 1870s, further caused great harm to the ideal, as with the losses incurred during the First Balkan War, the Christian group found itself greatly reduced. The idea, at first held tightly by the Young Turks, quickly lost prominence, as in its place nationalism rose. Greek nationalists, Armenian nationalists, Arab nationalists, and even Turkish nationalists all had conflicting opinions on the future of the empire, and through their actions the hopes of an Ottoman identity free from religion have been almost completely shattered. Nonetheless, the idea never disappeared, and with the Young Turks shifting more and more towards Muslim nationalism, the liberal opposition used it as their counter-proposal to an ever stricter policy. With Prince Sabahattin now in charge, the idea has returned to the forefront, as his ideas of a heavily decentralized empire meant to encourage a unified Ottoman identity above regional identification. Whether this policy is realistic, though, is far less certain, as many important sociologists have pointed out that the turning point has already been crossed, and that a radical change in education policy to account for this identity would run opposite the idea of a decentralized policy. Interesting. Okay, I think this is a perfect time to end this episode. So, thank you for watching and see you in the next one. Bye bye.